Hello everyone, this is Zach here from TradeVSA. So welcome to this YouTube channel, Footprint of Smart Money, where we will share some ideas by tracking the footprint of smart money using volume spread analysis. So first of all, just a quick disclaimer that the content or stock ideas that we share here is not for buy and sell signals. Okay, it's purely for educational purpose. So the things that we share over here is come with risk. Okay, so make sure you consult your advisor, okay, before you want to enter or exit some of your trades. So let's look for a way to identify potential trade setup. Okay, so today this video I would like to share with you one of the sectors that I think personally I kind of like it at the moment, which is transportation and logistics. Okay, so before I go into these sectors, okay, just want to look into the type of setups that we are looking for today. Okay, so we want to look for ways to look for potential trades, okay, with low risk. Okay, so first of all, if we want to enter a trade with low risk, we want to look for a potential entry near supports. Okay, so this is definitely the things that we are looking for. An area with less sellers. Okay, so which means that when you enter a trade, okay, you do want to have a lot of people against your trades. Okay, so that's where you want to minimize your risk, and that's a way that how we're going to identify it, okay, by purely using a volume spread analysis method. Okay, so of course when you trade the time or when you enter a particular trade, we want to look for a strong background with uptrend. Okay, whenever we mention about strong background, which means that on the left hand side, okay, there's no major distribution. Okay, you don't want to have a stocks that a very huge downtrend. Okay, you don't want to have a stocks that going up climatically and it drop climatically. Okay, you want to have a healthy stocks going up in a trend. Okay, especially when it comes to pullbacks. Okay, so that would be nice. So less weakness at the resistance is also very important. Okay, to tell us that there's a chance for a stock to break. Okay, with less resistance. Okay, so whenever the stock is approaching to resistance, you don't want to have sellers to against you. Okay, so there's a few four key points that we want to look into. A chart, okay, it's a bit for those who are new to TradeVSA. I know this is a bit confusing, but don't worry, actually it's pretty simple. Just practice a few more rounds, look in the chart. I think you should be able to spot these 4 points pretty easily. So like I said, anything that we do, it comes with risk. Okay, that's why I said this is not a buy or sell call channels. Okay, but it's a channel to show you how usually I execute my trades, okay, with a proper trading plan. So if you are risking one, you must get two for a profit. Okay, so anything goes to risk to reward. Okay, my goal for myself is just 65% of winning rates. Okay, I accept risk. Okay, if let's say it hits, I exit, but I also calculate my risk and the profit that I wanted to get from the trades. Okay, so a good one, 1/2. Of course, on my trade I can manage to get 1/3 and 1/4. Okay, I will show you later on. Okay, so now what is this signals called? So this is what we call the NS signals. Okay, so for those that who follow our channel regularly, okay, like Telegram or Facebook Live, this is one of the steps that we always like to use. Okay, so this is the one, okay, NS signals. Okay, so this signal actually most of the time appear at support level. Okay, which is come with low volume with confirmation of buying bars. Okay, so what it means is that the bar usually show with a very narrow spread with low volume. Okay, like I said, low volume is good. Okay, because this is to tell us that there's lesser sellers going on in the areas. Okay, and they will build a very good solid support level. So the next day, what it means by confirmation of buying bars, okay, which means the next day it should come with an up bar with increasing volume to show us that the smart money somehow is still keen to support the price movement. Okay, and this is to tell us that someone is still there. Okay, even though yes there is support, but someone is still supporting well. So you enter the area that less sellers, but the smart money are still keen and interested to continue to accumulate. Okay, this is what it means. So no supply signals. Okay, so this is the one, no supply signals, which means less sellers with no weaknesses. Okay, so that level, less weakness. Okay, so which means no major distribution is going on in the areas. So you need to buy very close together with them. Okay, so this is what it means. Strong background. Okay, so strong background, which means that the stock is having a very nice accumulation or reaccumulation. Okay, so which means in the uptrend they will have some healthy pullback going into sideways. You don't want to you don't want your charts to go into like within 3 or 4 days going into 100% and they drop another 50 or 100%. Okay, so this is not a healthy background. Okay, you want to look for a healthy background and then it break up slowly. Okay, so no sign of distribution. Again, on your resistance is very important. There's no sign of distribution. So what it means by sign of distribution, like for example here is a uptrust high volume. Okay, so this is not uptrust but low volume, this is uptrust by low volume. Okay, so whenever you see uptrust high volume, okay, so again the arrow pointing down is resistance or weakness. So whenever volume is high, which means the weakness is there. Okay, so there's a sign of distribution. Okay, so we enter when there's lesser sign of weakness. Okay, support is good with NS, and we ride, okay, until the weakness appear. Okay, so this is what it means. Okay, we buy near supports even though sometimes our trades won't works. Okay, but we can cut with less risk. Okay, and we move on to other trade to look for a good one. Okay, now you might asking me why, in the early of this video here, why transportation or logistics. Okay, because on 19th of April we do pick up 3 similar sectors, which is from transportation and logistics. Okay, 3 very nice counter with NS signals. Okay, so this is from our screener here on 19th April. Of course, this few days there is actually few of the very good one, transportation logistics. I think for those that who are trading a KLC market, you should probably take a look into it. Okay, like for example, last month we have the steel sectors. Okay, steel counters got, I think, got 8 counters also having NS, and subsequently they are going up slowly, even though they don't have a big breakout. Okay, but if you enter kind of the price of this NS to the resistance, it also can give you around like 20%. I think like stocks like SS Steels, help take all having this kind of setup. Okay, so this is the reason why I want to show you why these sectors still are having this good chance, I can say that, okay, to at least try on the resistance again. Okay, so make sure you get yourself a good price. Okay, so this is very important. You don't FOMO. If the stocks break already, your risk to reward is not good. Always wait for the next opportunity. Okay, so like I said, the stock is there. Okay, there's opportunity every day. So sometimes if you miss these sectors, probably next week we got a new sector with NS. Okay, so you want to be prepared for that. Okay, now let's look into these 3 charts. Okay, so we have Maybulk, Xinhwa, Xinhwa shipping. Okay, of course, like I say, this few days there are more of these sectors coming out from NS. Okay, make sure you check it. Okay, with the charts there. Okay, now first of all, let's take a look into Maybulk. Okay, Maybulk's going up in a nice trend. Like I said, background must be good. Okay, uptrending. Okay, you can use 2040 to help you out for those who are new in chartings. Okay, so you can use the 2040s. So in the background there is no weakness. Okay, now this is a weakness for me. Okay, you can see the UT is pretty high. That's why they make a pullbacks. Okay, so green pentagon, for those that who know, green pentagons, okay, or bullish momentums breaking up, and subsequently it form a support. Okay, here's the NS at the previous resistance. Okay, so again this is the weakness bar, which means there's a resistance. Once they break, they become a support. So this is the NS telling you that they are at the new support level. Okay, and subsequently this bar breaking out almost 11%, and now seems like they are started to make pullbacks again. So again, this is not a buy call. I'll leave up to you whether you want to enter or not. I'm not so sure whether this price will pull back to NS again or not. If yes, probably you want to look for areas to entry. Okay, with low risk. Okay, so let's say it drop below NS, there's this area that you want to maybe exit first. Okay, and you move on to other trades. Okay, so the other one, this is Xinhwa. Okay, also appeared on 19th of April. Okay, so again, background, do a quick checks. Sideways. Okay, red pentagon, a small one, turning back to green pentagons. Okay, on the resistance side, the closest resistance, there's no major weakness. Okay, no major weakness. So subsequently, NS very close with support level. It's not very close, but it's a support level. So this is again to tell us that this is the area that is pretty safe for you to look for entry, and subsequently 7% of upbound. Okay, with very nice closing on Friday. Okay, so against I'm not asking you to buy right now, okay, because for me, if you enter right now, this is a 7% up bar, okay. If let's say stop loss, I think with more than 10%, you need to calculate yourself, okay. So you're risking 10%, okay. But if you enter, you know, subsequent 3 days after the NS here, definitely your risk is very, very low. I think it's like 5% to 8% kind of risk, okay, that you are taking. So okay, now final one, Systroops. Okay, so this is a bit tricky because it's come with first resistance, now forming another resistance again, UT. Okay, but this is a pretty good support. Now you might be wondering why this is SP not NS. Okay, so SP is another signals that we have for VSA. Whenever it appears in the same bar, the SP will take over. Okay, but this is a very nice classic NS bar too. Okay, why? Because this bar, low volume, subsequent bar, up bar, high volume. Again, it dropped, support, subsequent days. The next day, okay, immediately the smart money are still keen and interested to support the price movement. Okay, so breaking up from NS, I think is easy 10% too. Okay, but it's close resistance. Again, I'm not so sure whether it will pull back nicely or not. So if let's say it may gonna pull back next week, Monday, Tuesday, okay, this you need to calculate yourself the risk that you want to take. Okay, if let's say it break out, okay, don't worry, like I said, there's few more NS counter from the same sectors. Okay, currently we are still haven't really go up a lot yet. Okay, try to monitor, got chance we enter. Okay, if let's say again it breaks up, don't worry, definitely still got other NS counters for you to look into. Okay, but this video here I just want to show you how usually I use it, and you know, to help me to plan better, okay, whenever I want to enter and exit. Okay, again, anything go back to risk to reward. Okay, I'm not focusing my winning rates, I'm not forcing myself to get 100%. Okay, but as long as it give me more than 1 against 2, I'm happy to do so. All right, so okay, this is the end of this video here. So hopefully you'll learn something a little bit more on one spread analysis and how you're going to execute it if you spot any good NS signals. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe this channel over here, Footprint of Smart Money. If I got any new ideas or any new setups that I want to share, I'll definitely share to this group. Okay, so thank you.